Alone in Harrogate town. This is the true story of my sister, the late Judith Harris, to whom it is dedicated. I was pregnant, homeless, often drunk. This was the 60s, meant to be swinging. Sandy Shaw and Petula Clark did not live like this. I was judged, despised, called a tart. Lived with friends on their couches, on their floors, stayed in Harrogate, stayed in Knaresborough, wherever I could. Whoever would have me. I used to stand on the steps of the Alex near the posh cenotaph, near Montpellier, near Austin Reed, where my dad shopped for clothes. I was short and blonde. Folks said I was like Sweet Hayley Mills, another part of the 60s that for me did not swing. I held a pint in my hand. Men would look amazed, say daft things like, "Big drink for a little girl." Girl, I was 20. "Bet you a pint I can drink it in one," I'd say. They took me up on it. I supped it fast, got my next drink, and so it went on. Then I'd wake up in a strange bed with someone I did not know. My dad. When I got pregnant, his help offered 100 quid to change my name by depot before the baby arrived. She was born in Harrogate Hospital one night and I was alone. When she came I loved her, but I did not get to keep her. I gave up my baby. I had no place to call home. She was adopted, gone. I carried on. No home to call my home. I never had another baby, and I never had a home in Harrogate, that fine town. Grew up in Harrogate. I grew up in Harrogate, affluent. My dad was rich, a director of ICI. I went to Ashwell College, a boarder, though my home was in the town I boarded. My mother died. Then, within weeks, a stepmother arrived, so fast I was hurting still, bewildered. Time passed and I was not welcome home, homeless in the holidays. So I went to friends and relatives, stayed with them. But then I left school, grew up, stayed with a sister for a while. But then the time came to leave, stand alone. Dad was now in Belgium. I was not welcome. Got jobs in bars and hotels. Moved into a bedsit on Strain Rain. It was dirty. Lonely, awful. An old woman rented a room, not a home to me, not allowed to see her telly or sit and speak to her. Her dog shit in the bath, for which she charged me 10 shillings extra, the bath not the faeces. She was not surprised by this when I complained. The final straw was when she made me a coffee. Breakfast was included. There was a dead spider floating on the top. She neither saw it nor cared. I gave notice and she tried to screw me for an extra month's rent, even though she knew I had nothing and worked in a bar. It was a dreadful start to my life as an adult. I left school looking to the future, excited. Then this. I grew up in Harrogate.